How to buy a home before turning 30. Hello investors, and welcome back. Today we will show you detailed analysis on how to buy a home or apartment before you turn 30. Owning a home is a dream for most of us out there. Is it really possible to own a home before turning 30? What are the downsides of it? Even if it's possible, should you buy a home before you turn 30? Let's discuss today. Before we dive into the details, smash that like button so that the videos will reach to a broader audience. And also subscribe to our channel to get notifications while we post a new video. Let's get started. Yes, it is possible to buy a home before you turn 30, and we will use home loans or mortgage to do it. Investment Academy always advise our followers to avoid debt at any cost, but the only type of debt that we are okay with is your home loan. And that too, only for the home that you are planning to live in. Before buying a home, you need to make sure that you are out of all your debts, completely zero. If you are not in that position, pay off your debt first before even thinking about buying a home. Second thing you need to do is to understand why you want to buy it. Buying a home means that you are stuck in the same place for a long period of time. Ask questions like, does your job want you to move frequently? Do you like the place and the locality? What will you do if you have an urgent move to some other location as part of your job or marriage or something else? Write everything down on paper and do a detailed analysis on why you want to buy it. Also, research about the location for at least 2 months before you sign the documents. Watch the price trends and understand the average price of your desired location. Okay, so once you have done all of the previous steps and got a green signal, then congrats. You are now ready to buy your home. As always, we will use an example to illustrate how you can do it. Let's say you want to buy an apartment for 40 lakhs. With all the registrations, stamp duty, and stuff, let's round it off to 50 lakhs. A typical home loan requires a down payment of 20%, so you have to come up with 10 lakhs from your pocket. Obviously, you should have some kind of income to do this. Let's say after expenses, you can save $20,000 per month to buy this dream home. By just saving $20,000 every month, you would need 50 months or 4.2 years to come up with a down payment. To make it faster, you have 2 options. One is to invest in a recurring or fixed deposit, and the other is to invest in a broad-based index fund or a balanced mutual fund. Recurring or fixed deposits is less riskier than index or mutual fund. So for those who want to buy a home as soon as possible without any delay, we would recommend to invest the monthly amount in a recurring deposit. For those who have some flexibility in buying and can wait up to 3 years or more, in case something happens to the stock market, we would recommend you to invest in an index fund or balanced mutual fund. Let's see the calculations for both. You can use any recurring or compound interest return calculators to do it. For recurring deposit, with an average interest rate of 5.35%, you can get the down payment ready in 46 months or 3.8 years. For a balanced mutual fund, average return is around 12.5 to 15%. To be conservative, we will take 12.5%. By investing in a mutual fund, you can get this amount ready in around 3.2 years. But again, mutual funds doesn't grow on a straight line. It's also possible that for the next 3 years, it may return 0%. So depending on your risk tolerance and the time you're willing to wait, choose an investment instrument that you want to invest your money in. But you may be thinking now, how much can I afford with my current income? Obviously, there are some limitations that you have to follow, or else your dream of buying a home will become a nightmare. For this calculation, we will use the 25% rule. This is the most popular method suggested by Dave Ramsey. The rule states that your total housing cost must not exceed 25% of your take-home pay. For example, let's say you make 80,000 rupees per month. So your housing loan payment plus the housing cost must not exceed 20,000 rupees. If you're taking a 15-year loan, then the loan amount plus housing cost must not exceed 20,000 rupees times 12 months times 15 years, which is equal to 36 lakh rupees. The 25% rule is just a rule of thumb. You don't have to follow exactly 25. It can be 20%, 10%, or even 5%, depending on your salary and needs. But make sure that it won't be more than 25% of your take-home pay. Now, what are the downsides for doing this? Well, the major downside is that you are getting into debt again. Debt may become a burden later in your life. You don't know what your situation will be in 5 to 10 years. Nobody can predict that. So understand there are some level of risk involved. But at the same time, you have an asset in hand that you can sell if situation gets worse. This is the worst-case scenario I'm talking about. We hope that you won't get there. So now the question comes, should you buy it? Well, always buy a home when you are ready to do so. Just because your friends are buying and settling in doesn't mean that you have to follow the same path. There is no right age to buy a home. Whether you're 18, 30, or 60, you can use the same strategy to buy it. For some, it is better to buy later in life, but for others, it is better to buy early. It all depends on your current situation, whether you are financially and mentally stable to afford it. Renting is not always a waste of money. It's okay to rent until you are ready. In fact, renting is cheaper than buying in some scenarios. Renting versus buying is also a wide topic that needs detailed explanation because most of them doesn't understand the math behind it. If you want us to create a video about it, post in the comments section below. So that's all, folks. Hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions or suggestions, ask in the comments section below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really motivates us to create new videos. Also, subscribe to our channel to get notifications while we post a new video.